Hello my friends, we are going to be starting a new Let's Play series, Terraria. It's not going to interfere too much with my Minecraft series, don't worry, or anything else, because I only play other games when I really need to take a break from Minecraft anyway. So, we're going to get started with this. People are calling this the 2D version of Minecraft. Some people are even going as far to call it as a rip-off of Minecraft, but it is a very different game. It does rip off some things pretty blatantly, which I'll explain as we go further in. But it's definitely more of the classic adventure, Zelda, Contra, Game Boy, Castlevania kind of adventure game. It is kind of fun. It's more for, I would say, the casual gamer, someone that just wants to play and have a little bit of fun, as opposed to Minecraft, which is more intense, more creative. More frustrating in a lot of ways, and it has a lot more. Minecraft is a lot more you can do, especially with redstone and all that sort of stuff and traps. Terraria is a little bit limited, but still a fun game. So we're gonna get started. I already have a couple characters, but I'm gonna create a new world, a new character. I apologize. Sometimes the video is gonna be a little broken up because I'm actually commenting over my recording, because the sound levels were off and you could barely hear me talking. So the first episode or two is going to be a voiceover commentary, and then I'll go back to real-time commentary as I record more stuff. Make a small world, because the worlds are surprisingly big. Even a small world is fairly large. The world size is both horizontal and vertical. If you make it, say, a small world, or say you make a large world, it's going to be really big sideways and really big vertically, and it's going to take you longer to get to the good areas at the bottom of the map. So I just made a small world. It's more than enough, really. Alright, so we spawned in. Now, the first thing we want to do is grab some wood. So I got my axe, and I'm chopping down a tree. You aim for the bottom of the tree trunk, and you pick up your wood. And you need wood. Usually you build your first house out of wood. Build it out of stone if you want. But I think I'll build it out of wood this time. I know I will, because I already recorded this. You can see a little green thing there is a slime. And it's the most basic type of enemies, and you'll see them during the day and during the night on the surface and underground. And I hate this sword that you start off with. It's a piece of shit. So I'm going to make a better sword later. But slimes drop gel, and gel is used with wood to make torches. So it's a very essential piece of loot that you need, because you're going to need a lot of torches to explore caves and whatnot. And obviously to give you light in your house and at night. So I need a bunch of wood to make the house, and I also need to make a bunch of stuff out of wood. So I'm going to grab some more here. That retard you see walking around is the guide. If you right click on him, he'll tell you, starter tips, but who goes and plays the tutorials and stuff in games? I don't. I just skip and I go right into it. That's the way I like to play. And plus I've already played a bunch. I've played maybe not too long. I maybe put about 6 or 7 hours total into Terraria. I play like for a half hour every time I guess when I get frustrated with Minecraft. There's sometimes when I'm making mob systems and whatnot, and things are just not working out. So I have to step back, take a break, play my Terraria, do whatever. Okay, so you're gonna find a lot of surface caves like that from time to time. A little bit of lag there. When Fraps switches to a new file, recording file, it tends to lag. But it's still a good video capture program. Camtasia is also a good one, but I can't really get that working too well, so I'm going to stick with Fraps. And I'm going to jump around. Ooh, look, a bunny. A bunny! Bunnies are passive mobs. You can't kill them, unfortunately, because that'd be funny. But the bad mobs do kill them. It's pretty funny to watch a flying bunny in 20 pieces coming past you. So for every block in the game, you use a pickaxe to break it, whether it's dirt or stone or ore. And you see that little dirt above and behind. It looks like it's recessed. That's actually a wall. It's sort of an attempt to make a little bit of 3D in the game. Those walls you can knock down with a hammer. I don't have one at this point. But I'm going to start making the house here. I'm going to start by making my workbench, which is like a crafting bench in Minecraft. And I apologize if you haven't played Minecraft, but I assume you have. Most people playing Terraria have played Minecraft at one point. And I use a workbench to make better tools, better stuff, and just basically everything advanced you need a workbench to create. So I'm going to make a hammer, and I made a wooden sword because the wooden sword is actually better than the starter sword, which is made out of copper for some reason. And I'm going to knock down this wall with a hammer so I can make my houses. I don't want a dirt wall on the back of my house because then NPCs are not going to spawn in there, which we'll go into later. You can also use a workbench to pick up stuff. I picked up my workbench with the hammer. You can also use it to pick up chests and anything you drop, basically. Like you place a torch, you can pick it up with a hammer. And we're going to start building the house, just placing wood blocks. And I want to make it the interior at least, I think, 4 blocks tall. And I actually make a mistake, and I only make it the interior 3 here. I think you need it 4 blocks tall for mobs to spawn. I'm not sure. I think I read it in the wiki that it needs to be 4 blocks tall, so at least, well, it's 5 blocks tall and 4 blocks of interior space. Maybe it needs to be only 4 blocks tall, but I don't want to be that claustrophobic in my house, so I'm going to cut this wood, and I think I cut the video here in a second to a finished house. Yep, and I raised it up 1 level. Just for looks, I guess. Put my workbench back down. You left click to place them. And I'm going to make I think a door. Yep, I made a door. Obvious use for a door. I can get in and out of my house. And a door is 3 blocks tall. So I just place it. You right click on the doors to open and close them. Also going to make another door here. Put it on the other side. And don't worry, monsters can't get in through the door, except with one exception. If there's a blood moon out, and it's rare, I've only run into 1 or 2 of them so far, it will say a blood moon is rising, and then zombies and stuff can actually open your door and get into your house. But you can see the slime can't get in. He's just going to hang out on my roof for a while. So I guess I'll kill him. You can see the wooden sword is much better. I'm doing 7 to 8 damage. And I need to make a wall for the house, because if you don't have a wall in your house, monsters will spawn inside of it. So I'm going to make the wall out of stone. 2 reasons. One, it looks better, I think, than wood. And second reason is it's much easier to get stone than it is to get wood. You're going to get a ton of stone as you go along, just digging and exploring. So I'm going to pick up my stone here, and with walls you could place them and destroy them with hammers. So I'm going to make my stone wall here at the workbench. I don't think I need a workbench to make it, but you know, good habit to be always near a workbench. And I'm just going to place my wall. You don't want any breaks in it like that, so just go over it a second time to make sure you got all of it. I think if you have breaks in the wall, then NPCs won't move in. So place my wall. Just want to make sure you cover the interior space. Quick note about NPCs: as you progress and certain requirements are met, you will have NPCs moving in your house. That's why you want to expand the house from time to time, make new rooms, new levels. The first one you're going to get is a merchant. And I think I finished my wall now. I just go over it to make sure. And I'll take my hammer and accidentally knock down my door, and then I'll take out those pieces of wall that were jutting out, serving no purpose, and I throw the door because I'm a retard. Place my door like that, and I'm going to fix this part too, I think. I never really know where to aim with the hammer. I always find it difficult. Kill the slime. Oh, and when enemies die, they also drop coins, and coins are used to buy stuff, obviously. Some things are really expensive, Some things are not so expensive. You can buy potions, ammo, bombs, grenades, guns, all sorts of stuff. You can even buy an anvil from the merchant if he shows up. It really helps have a little bit of money just to get what you need, because you can't always find it. Alright, so that's our first house. It's really not that hard to make a house in this game. Oh, I'm sorry, my computer just went into sleep mode or something. But I'm back. I'm back. I'm gonna kill these slimes. Yeah, die, motherfucker, die. Chop down some more trees, because I'm running out of wood. And you can see I have acorns. You get acorns from trees. You can plant them to grow new trees. It takes a while though, so you want to plant a lot of acorns, because you don't want to be running all around trying to find trees, because you're going to deforest the area around you pretty quickly. And I fall into a pit. And just like in Minecraft, you can use blocks to build beneath you, and that's a wall. That's the wrong block. I didn't want to use that. And you just build right beneath you, which takes a little bit of practice actually. I'm still not very good at it, because your cursor moves as you jump. And then I fall in again. And I found some cobwebs, and cobwebs are used to make silk, which I'm going to make a bed out of. And I cut the video there, but then I end up finding clay pots, which they have loot in them, so coins, weapons, ammo, that kind of stuff, torches sometimes. Useful things, always good to break them. You break them with any tool. Die, slime! And I found some copper ore. You can barely see it right there where I'm digging. And copper ore is the lowest tier of ore. And you make a lot of stuff out of copper, or out of ores in general. You make tools, you make weapons, and you can make armor. What I'm really looking for now is a bunch of copper to make some armor, so I can get more defense against mobs. And now I have to build myself out. And you notice I can place blocks on those where it has those wall sections. But when I don't have that, I have to place a block on top of a block all the way up, like so. And I apologize for being a little bit nubbish. I really have played too much of this game. But hey, we're still learning. It is definitely a fun game. At first, I started playing it. I played for a couple hours, and I said, this game is crap. I bought it because it was only $4.95. It was on sale. And I didn't play it again for like 2 months. Then recently I started playing again because I was bored. I wanted to give it another try. I'm glad I did. It's definitely fun. And now we gotta place some torches because you can't see. And you always want light in your house. Just to see, for one, and also so you can get NPCs to move in. They need light sources, or else they won't come in. Okay, and now this is nighttime, and this is where the bad mobs come out. You have your zombies. And that's one of the things that the game kind of ripped off Minecraft. You have zombies and slimes, and when you kill some of the slimes, they split into smaller slimes. That sounds familiar, right? And also things like you use water and lava to make obsidian. Oh, these are shurikens. I found them. They're throwing stars from ninjas and stuff. There's a lot of different ranged weapons you can use in the game. A good variety of them. That is a flying eyeball. It's called a demon eye. It does drop lenses occasionally. And with enough lenses and some iron, you can make goggles, which is like a +1 defense helmet, and it looks pretty cool. And I'm just going to kill this bastard. They're hard to kill because they fly around, and they do a lot of damage if they hit you. So it is kind of annoying. I didn't get a lens, but I got some copper. Get out of my house! It's my house. I accidentally left the door open, so I can have zombies attacking me. I got a shackle though. Zombies will randomly drop shackles, and it's an accessory you put in your accessory slot. It gives you +1 defense. Not that useful after a certain point, but it's good to start out with. There you go. That's my accessories menu and my equipped slots. You have 3 different armor slots. You have one for your head, torso, and legs. And they can be out of anything like copper, iron, gold, etc. And we cut the video there and we go, because it's almost daytime. I built myself a bridge and got myself a little room down underneath. It's eventually going to be a mine shaft. And I'm going to go, I think I'm going to go exploring here. Yeah, first thing you want to do in Terraria is explore the surface a little. I found a mushroom, you can see, and if you eat them, you get health. You can also make potions out of them. And you'll find them randomly on the surface. And whenever you go somewhere, you want to clear the grass. You can do it with just about any tool, because mushrooms and stuff won't grow where there is grass. And also, you need to clear the grass if you want to plant acorns to make new trees. Yep, here we go. I'm going to plant some trees. You just put the acorns down. Not really sure how close or how far they have to be, but I just plant a bunch of them. They eventually grow. They do take a while to grow, though. Quite a while, unfortunately. But, hey, you get a bunch of them. So just plant a lot of acorns, and you'll get some trees growing. Where am I going? I don't know what I'm trying to do here. I guess I want to go this way. Kill some more slimes. No, I guess I don't want to go that way. Wait, I guess I do. Where am I going? Huh. Well, I'm going to build myself a bridge, apparently, to go exploring. I think I want to go exploring caves on the surface. That's usually the first thing you do. Sometimes you get lucky and you'll find ores, like right on the surface or just below the surface in a cave. Found a mushroom there. Kill the slime. And that's a good way to start, just exploring the surface around you, because you can find mushrooms for health, and hopefully you will get some copper or some iron. I know what we'll get, because I've already recorded this, but I like to keep you in suspense. And eventually I come to a cave. First I want to grab some wood, so I'm kind of running low. The game, you can dig down. Oh, and that bunny just got rocked. The game lets you dig down pretty far into the ground, and the further you go down, the more regions you find. You'll find a dirt layer, a stone layer, and then eventually you get down to like the underworld layer, which is a bunch of lava and bad monsters and stuff. And each different layer has different types of resources. You're going to find most of the iron and gold and copper in the first few layers, and those are your basic ores until you get to the underworld layers, and you'll start getting demonite ore, and you'll get hellstone bricks and that kind of stuff. That's way later. To pick up this copper here, so I eventually want to make a whole armor set out of copper. I think it takes something like 70 bars, which is like 100 and just like 200 ore. It's a lot of ore for a full set of armor, but you eventually get there. And I think I'm gonna seal these slimes in here because I don't feel like fighting them. Ahaha. And isn't the clay pot up there where within you find some loot? I got some shurikens. And for some reason I want to get this stone. I think I wanted to see if there's anything else down there. And it turns out to be a dead end. Yep. Get some more dirt. And I apologize if these few episodes, the first few, are gonna be kind of boring. But I mean, you gotta start somewhere. You can't just jump straight into the game like at high levels and stuff. Oh, here's some cobwebs. I'm not sure if I mentioned the cobwebs are used to make silk, which are used to make beds and banners and decorations as well. I want a bunch of cobwebs so I can make silk to get a bed. And a bed resets my spawn point. And I think I found a bug because every time I died, apparently I built my house right over the spawn point, the original spawn point, and I spawn. Every time I spawn, I break my floor, so that's apparently a bug that hasn't been fixed. But I think this game is still really in beta. It's definitely not polished and finished quite yet. Gotta break those vines because they're annoying. I found some more copper. And I think I find some iron here somewhere. And notice my pick doesn't have too much reach. The better picks you make have more reach and they mine faster. Eventually I'll get an iron pick. And the way the ores go, you have copper, then you have iron, then silver, and then gold, and then eventually you get the demonite. There's a couple others. There's oh, and I found a chest. In a chest you'll find really good loot. Either find a wood chest or a gold chest. The gold chests have better stuff in them. So I found a spear, which is really cool, and I find some potions and some bottles and some silver and some iron bars. Bottles are used to make potions, and after you're done with the chest you can use your hammer to pick it up, which is really cool because now I have some place to store my stuff. Glass bottles you can make potions out of, like healing potions. Iron bars, obviously, you make iron tools and armor and stuff. And the spear is actually really cool. I didn't think it was going to be all that great, but it's a really cool weapon. Really good at killing multiple enemies. And the way combat is in this game is all about knockback, knocking your opponents back so they're not in range of you. That's really what you want to do. So you don't want something that goes really fast, you just want something that has a good amount of knockback. I found some iron. And I'm really lucky to find iron this early. My last world I didn't find any iron for like an hour and a half. And I really need iron to make anvils, because I can't make any better tools or better swords or armor until I find an anvil. Or until I find iron to make an anvil. You can also buy one from the merchant, but usually by then you find enough iron. Some more pots. You get some money out of these, and I found a potion. That's nice. Yeah. And you're going to do a lot of cave exploring in Terraria, because when you find a cave, it typically goes way down, like it's not just a short distance. The cave goes like halfway down the map sometimes. I found some grenades and iron bars, coin. So yeah, I found a blowpipe. I found out that's kind of useless actually. At least I think it is. It doesn't do much damage. I'm gonna grab that chest eventually. I forget that I can pick it up with a hammer, because we definitely want some storage devices. And this will pretty much be the end of episode 1. Episode 2 will continue on, expand the house, probably do some more cave exploring. Yeah, awesome. So I hope you are enjoying this series, and that's a worm. They burrow through stuff. I hope you're enjoying it so far. And I should make a couple more of these. Don't worry, my Minecraft series won't suffer. And I think I will see you next time, and that's a really good place to cut the video. Goodbye.